What's up, folks? Welcome to the Sin Bin. This is our first NFL picks segment here. I'm going to try to give this a little identity. This is the first time doing it, so I don't know exactly what it's going to be. I want you to definitely give me some feedback on these sorts of things. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pick what I think are going to end up being the three best games of the week. I will go ahead and give you my picks for those. You can tell me what you think about the picks, and then feel free, of course, to jump over to the Blogspot page to check out the rest of my picks, which I post weekly, as well as my co-writer, AMAC, who posts her picks weekly as well. We sort of have a little competition going, and we sort of see how that all play out. So, at any rate, the three games that I'm picking this week. First, we'll talk Seattle at St. Louis. And I know people are going to go, what? Interesting? Seattle, St. Louis? Well, think of it this way. Seattle's 2-1. They're already doing pretty decently. And then, and if you look at St. Louis, they're playing way better than most people would have expected. No one really expects a team that goes 1-15 to do much better the following year. And hell, they already got their one win. So, what else do they have to lose? So here's the way I see this one. Seahawks shocked San Diego last week. And I love it when Phillip Rivers loses, because all he does is just talk trash and choke. That's pretty much all he ever does. So, you got to know that they're riding high after beating the Chargers team that usually is favored to win the AFC West recently. And then St. Louis is, of course, coming off a big win against Washington. Donovan McNabb, Mike Shanahan, Albert Hainsworth. There's a lot of big names and a lot of stuff going on with this team. And people are expecting a lot out of that Skins team. And the Rams beat them. Now, Rams are without Steven Jackson, or he's at least what they say is that he's a game time decision. So that being said, though, the Rams still managed to put up some pretty good productive run numbers even after Jackson got hurt last week against the Skins. So I'm, against a Seahawks team that really doesn't have that great of a run defense. I'm still not going to say that they're going to have that their chances are bad based off of this. In fact, I would say they're still pretty darn good. Bradford playing very well, especially considering the fact that he's a rookie, playing very, very well. And the Seahawks, you just sort of never know what you're going to get with them. Pete Carroll is a very good coach, and he's really got the team believing that they can compete and that they will compete every single week here and there. So I have the Rams taking this one mostly just because they have a better running attack, and people always have a tendency to look by the Rams, and justifiably so the last couple of years. But I think Sam Bradford and has got them going in the right direction. Game number 2 that we're going to talk about will be Washington at Philadelphia. Lots of people are sitting here wondering, will the Philly fans boo Donovan McNabb? I think the answer is pretty clear. That would be yes. The Philly fans once booed Santa Claus and threw snowballs at him. They're a rough group. They're a very, very rough group. And it doesn't matter that Donovan McNabb pretty much made their team a competitor every year. Remember, every year, the second they lost a couple of games, it was always, get rid of Donovan! So, of course they're going to boo him. It doesn't mean that they're not grateful to him or anything like that. It's just how they are. He's on the other team now, so of course they're going to boo him. Now, Mike Vick is going to probably be the big story in this game yet again. He's playing really well. Now, of course, I have a few personal issues about a convicted dog fighter still playing in the game, but I have that problem with any convicted felon playing in the game. But that's just me and a few other people here and there. At any rate, Philly is still much better than Washington. Vic does add an element of surprise to this offense that they haven't really that Kevin Cobb definitely probably doesn't give them. And he's playing well, so if he's playing well and winning games, then you go with him, right? So I think Philly takes this one at home, probably by 10, 14 points, something like that. And the last one I will talk about this week is New England at Miami. Now, this will probably be the game of the week. It's Monday night in Miami, national audience, be a huge game. The Pats are struggling. They're reeling. They're 2-1. but they are reeling. You got to imagine you've got to be reeling after you let Buffalo, who has like no weapons at all, comes into your building and puts up 30 points on you. 30 points. So now you go down to Miami's building, a team that's got Brandon Marshall, that's got Ronnie Brown, Ricky Williams. Chad Henne's playing very well. This group is dangerous, very dangerous, and New England has always struggled against the Wildcat. They're still getting old here, and I just think that Miami's going to get a lot going for them here. They played really, really well against the Jets. That's my daughter. She's helping me make my picks. They're going to come into. I think they're going to come into Miami and get it handed to them again. The Finns are going to play very well, and they're going to take them. For the rest of the picks, can you say hi? Say hi. That's my baby. That's my daughter. She's helping me make my picks. For the rest of my picks for the week, check out the webpage at welcometothesinbin.blogspot.com. You'll get the rest of them there. My season totals and everything like that. I also do a friendly competition with my co-writer AMAC, and so far I'm winning. So here's hoping that continues. So go check us out. Subscribe to the page. Let me know what you think about your picks and any other picks for the week.